Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. Stafford going to throw from the outset.
Rolling to, I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This defense for the Rams, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the run, now Stafford going to throw.
And he will find his man, Samuel.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. Took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Deebo Samuel,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5.
Vikings 2.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the... into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
14, Vikings 2.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. First down, here's the run with Cook. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, go here!
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He stiff arms it, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrington. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into... On first down, Stafford here. But it's caught. Tompkins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
2nd and 14. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A tackle made by Thomas Booker.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Stafford's pass complete. He's got Kupp. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Harrison Phillips on the stop. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Vikings 17-yard line.
From the 17, Stafford throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the left side. Tompkins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Tompkins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
They run again on first down. Cook. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Stafford on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Seven Pirates.
Back to throw. Harrington. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Harrington. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Rams.
Now again, right side. Tompkins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hold the set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
18 Rattler.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Let's go.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Harrington. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On second down, Cook. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Mustang 19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harrington. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffith. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 54 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stafford now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down at Stafford. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 83 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Harrington lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
On 1st down, it's Griffith. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw. Harrington. And complete right side to Cook. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down, Harrington. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A
12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touch. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? Punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Okay, ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, those few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the